Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Man, I haven't said that in a long time, but we're back. Okay, so today, as you guys can see, we're back with a brand new install. We're going to be installing spacers on the car. For a lot of you guys that know me, you know that I didn't really want to go with spacers at first because I just wanted to save the money for wheels and tires, like brand new wheels and tires. But this idea actually came from Anthony, so huge shout out to Anthony. So he went ahead and got these spacers right here. And when he got his, there was this little message at the bottom of the instruction sheet that said if you make a video, basically they'll give it to you for free. I'm basically not gonna be paying for this, so I was like, I might as well get the spacers and save the money till I actually want to get the wheels, and I have decided what wheels I want. So for now, we're gonna be saying goodbye to this jank fitment, as you guys can see right here. So you can see how the wheel is so sunken in, and it's been like that ever since we lowered the car. Okay, so I'll do a before and after. I already filmed the before part, to show you guys what it looks like right now. And but yeah, I'm super excited because the fitment is not gonna look as bad now. So I think I'm only gonna show you guys how to do it on one side, and the rest will just do it fast, and I'll just show you guys the before and after and give you some more updates. The back has some rust on it, so that's why I kind of want to go through the whole thing with you guys. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Okay, so before we get into the install, I just want to talk a little bit about the spacers, the quality, and all the strengths and whatnot. So this is from Amazon. The link will be down in the description below. Alright, so for the stud, as you guys can see, it's a 10.9 grade steel. So what that means is the higher the number goes, the stronger the steel is. But you don't want to go too high because the stronger it is, the more brittle it's going to be. So if, let's say for example, if you take an impact wrench to it, when you're attaching your wheel on and you take an impact wrench to it, it could just snap off, right? So 10.9 is right in the middle of what I've seen that the industry uses. I've seen it go as low as 10.1 and as high as 12.9. So 10.9 is right in the middle. I wouldn't recommend using an 8.8. Based on the research, I've seen that only the eBay brands use that. So try to stay away from that. As for the whole body itself, so here, as you guys can see, it's forged 6061 T6 aluminum, which is basically, again, the industry standard. So you can't really go wrong with these. So yeah, that's a little bit about the spacers itself. They feel pretty high quality, and it's also hub centric. So make sure you get the one that is hub centric. So let's go on and install these on the car now. So the wheel's off over there, and let's come back to over here. So the reason I wanted to start with the rear is because you can see that the surface where the spacer is going to go is actually right here. So basically the new spacer is going to be your hub face, and you want this surface to be as clean as possible. So you can see that there's some rust spots, some anti-seize spots over here. So what we're going to use to clean this up is this thing over here, this attachment. So this is a wire brush attachment from Amazon that I'll link in the description below. Make sure when you're using this that you're wearing a mask and safety goggles, and let's clean this up right now. Alright guys, so as you can see, this is way cleaner than before. And if you guys do want to go the extra step ahead, just get brake cleaner, and because all the sanding, we need to get rid of the dust. So, oh fuck. So okay, just wash this off. So while we're waiting for the surface to completely dry up, what we're gonna do over here is we're gonna take the spacer and we're gonna apply a little bit of anti-seize. This step you don't have to do, but if you live in a climate like Canada where it might snow, there's gonna be salt and all type of stuff on the road, you don't want this to fuse to your rotor, especially if you need to get new rotors after. So what I'll do over here, I'll just take a bit and apply it very lightly around this, and then once this is on here, we'll do the same thing to the surface of this over here. I probably put much more than I needed, to be honest. Last time when I went to Costco, the guy who took off the tires, he roasted the shit out of me saying I put too much. But anyway, it's up to you how much you want to put. I tried to put less this time, but just put enough on it. So now let's install this on here. Let me carefully find the studs. Okay, so now it's on here. The reason you want it to be hub centric is so that when you move it up and down, you see how it only rotates and the thing doesn't move left or right or up or down. So that's good. Once we put those bolts that they provide us on the original studs, this won't even move at all. So that's exactly what we're looking for. So now for the bolts, some people say it's good to put blue thread locker on here because like this is essentially going to be your new rotor surface. So I'm probably going to skip it, but if you guys want to do that, it's your choice if you want to do it. But for me, I'm just going to skip it and I'm going to make sure I torque it like 2 foot-pound more just to be safe. Okay, so now you guys can see I haven't even like fully torqued it down yet, and even if I try to move it, it doesn't even rotate, so that's good for us. Okay, so now let's torque these down. I'm probably going to torque it down to 84 foot-pounds. And when you guys torque it, make sure you use the star pattern, same thing as you would do with your wheels. So furthest away from where you start. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright, so now that's stroked down, if you guys look on the outside, you can see some of the anti-seize oozing out, which should mean that we have a tight seal. So now all that we have left to do is to pop the wheel back on and see how it goes. Oh wait, no, before I forget, if you guys want, it's optional. Take some anti-seize and just pop some here. Treat it like you would as your new rotor subsurface.
A few moments later.
Guys, that looks so tight. I don't know if that's good or bad, man. Like, it looks like it's about to touch the fender. I feel like it might be a bit too big, but let's see. Maybe when it goes down, the camera will kick in a bit. So this is what it looks like right now when it's up in the air. Let me show you guys the other side. This is what this side looks like. Okay, I'm kind of excited now, so let's just put it down. I'll go slow. Hopefully nothing hits. All right, I had to pop the tripod out for this one, so let's see. Dude, what the fuck? Alright, I don't know how well you guys can see this, but this is like, so it's on the ground right now, just on a wooden block, but goddamn. Let me show you guys the difference. It definitely looks better in person than it does on camera. What a big difference. Here, this is the after, and let me show you guys the before. Okay, so I'll definitely show you guys like a better video, like maybe a cinematic of before and after, but I'm excited now. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish these, like the remaining wheels. And if the fronts turn out as good as the back did, I'm gonna regret not getting spacers even sooner than this. Okay, back to work. I'll catch you guys when I install it. Just a quick tip for the front for you guys. So the front, like the rotor moves. So here, let me show you guys. If I put this in here and I twist it, it's gonna move. So when you torque it, that's gonna be a problem because it's gonna try to move. So the solution that I found that people use online is to take a screwdriver and they stick it in those holes over here. Don't worry, you're not gonna damage anything. Those holes are only for cooling. So stick it in here, and then when you torque it, this will stop this from moving. The other option you have is you get someone to go inside the car and then brake, and this will hold the rotor in place. That's probably the more ideal solution, but I'll just do with this right now. Oh yeah, the other thing. So when you guys are applying your anti-seize to your wheel, to your rotor, so instead of applying on the surface here, what you can do is simply apply it to only on the wheel where it's going to make contact. All right, time to lower the front. Let's see what it looks like. It looks kind of tight, but let's see. I'm going to have to go slower on this one. And once it's down and I'll do the other side, we'll have to check for the clearance. So yeah, let's lower it now. Well, it definitely closed the gap. It's not as extreme as the rear. I'll show you guys what I mean, but it's definitely nicer than before. You guys can see that like it's more flush with the body. You could probably go out 5 more mil, but like then at that point you're risking probably your clearance. Right now it's looking good. Alright guys, so now the install has been completed, and like a dumbass, I just drove out without doing a check if like when I full lock the wheel, if like there's gonna be any clearance issue. I just did the check right now and everything's fine. Yeah, so let me show you guys around. You guys saw my reaction when I was doing the install, but just look at it here. And then the front, the front's pretty good. Like, you could still push it out a bit more, but I did notice that when you do turn the wheel completely left or right, if it's out a bit more, it might hit the fender liner. So maybe that's why the 25mm is the most popular and most recommended on all the Facebook posts and whatnot. But honestly, I couldn't be happier with it right now. Like, guys, going from my whack fitment to this, it just looks completely different. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to drop a like. Comment down below what you guys think. I honestly think it looks super sick, but feel free to let me know if you think otherwise. Wheels are gonna have to wait a bit longer now, especially since I got those spacers. It just makes it look like a brand new set of wheels, like the fitment and all that. Yeah, I'm super happy with that. But yeah, guys, until the next one, peace out.